Well, if you ever ask yourself what happens to an unaccompanied minor when they arrive into the United States, or an abused child that's assigned by a court to a foster home, they end up, many of them, in places like this, like his house. Silvia, you've been doing this work for how long?
35 years.
What are you most proud of?
How we're able to help children and make a difference in the lives of children.
Explain to us the process a little bit, specifically when it comes to foster kids. They're in a dangerous situation, they're taken from their homes, and a court has placed them in your custody.
Actually, children are removed from their homes as a result of abuse, abandonment, or neglect. Abuse could be physical abuse, sexual abuse, and they're placed in programs like ours. We specialize in large sibling groups. As a matter of fact, I'm just getting a house ready now to reunify a sibling group of 11. And they come to us many times with just the clothes that they're wearing. Other times there's kids that came into care and were placed in a home and they don't do well in that home. So they're sent to programs like us to be able to stabilize the children.
Stabilizing means what exactly? What is your goal once a child is here?
To be able to work with the trauma that they have endured and to be able to work with the behaviors that are a result of that trauma. So we have a clinical department that works very closely. At his house, we try to create first-time experiences. Cakes for Kids that comes on campus every month and celebrates a kid's birthday and buys them the birthday present of their choice and their own birthday cake. Besides the fact we celebrate their birthday, they get the meal, whatever they want to eat that day, they get their meal that day. They go to Disney World, they go to Universal Studios. So we try to allow them to be children and to try to forget what they've been through and what they're going through.
Sylvia, how is his house funded?
Different ways. We have a grant through the federal government for the unaccompanied children. All these extra trips and all these extra things that we do, there's no funding for that. So that's why we go out to the community and we ask for help. Our clinical department and residential, we have a huge deficit. They may not have insurance, but we don't care. We're providing services the minute the child comes in. We need help with that.
And part of that help is this gala.
We haven't had a gala since 2019, and this is our big fundraiser to be able to do the little things that make such a difference in the lives of children. For a minute, a day, they forget what they've been through. And we like to provide those experiences. And this is what the gala does for us.
When we're talking about abuse, what's the worst type of abuse that you see?
Physical, sexual, fractured bones. We've seen it all. Trafficking of our children by parents. So,
oh, wait. Parents trafficking
their own kids.
Their own kids.
Yes. And then they're removed and they come into care and they come into programs like ours and we work with them.
Currently, there's approximately 200 kids currently housed here at his house. We are in one of the homes now. How many kids stay in this house?
So there's 18 kids that are in this home. On average, we have somewhere between 16 to 18. As you can see in this home, it is very similar to our own homes. There's a full kitchen, there is a dining room space, and as you can see in this dining room space here, for every meal, our kids get together with our staff and they do a small prayer of gratitude and they sit together and have a meal every single day. It's very important for us to create that special connection of family.
On an average, how many homes do these kids get placed into or bounced around?
Enrique, oh my gosh, it is incredible. We have kids that have up to 50 different placements. We've had a child recently that had 92 placements.
When you say placements, you mean different homes.
That's right.
So imagine a kid going into 92 different houses.
Correct.
What's going on through their mind? What are they thinking?
I'm rejected. No one wants me. No one cares about me. No one loves me. I am no one to no one. I don't matter. People don't see me. And imagine the level of trauma, the impact that it has when they're constantly being rejected over and over and over again.
The positive impact that we have when you donate to his house and with the gala is that this money is going right into our community. We're investing in our community, the future of our community, which are our kids. It makes me think of where a lot of them will end up if they don't get placed, if they don't end up with the right guidance and direction.
Right, so as you can see in this home, it's a beautiful home, it's very homey. This is because of the community that's rallied around these children that have made this possible, because the funding that we receive is not enough. If we don't have the support of the community, unfortunately, these children, it would be 60% of kids that are in foster care that will end up on homeless or committing some kind of crime within 6 months. That's a real statistic. The kids that are here at his house is because no one wants them. This is the last place for them. We gotta make a change in their life so that their rest of their life is not about that.
This particular bedroom is superhero themed. Yes. It's curious because a lot of superheroes grew up in non-traditional homes.
That's right, exactly. So if you think about Batman, for example, he was raised by the butler. Superman was raised by not a traditional home, and so
on a different planet.
On a different planet, right? So yet they were able to find their inner skills, their talents, their resources, and be able to help other people. All of our kids, regardless of their background, they all have special skills, special talents that they want for that to be able to come out. But if we as a community do not rally around them so that they can see that I have this opportunity to do something, then they will never be able to reach their potential. And that's our role here at his house. And that's where the funding from the gala is going to help us to be able to help them with the mental health counseling, the behavioral health, getting them to think that I'm not a product of my circumstances. I can rise beyond my trauma, and I can be like a superhero, because they are. In our eyes, they all are superheroes.
The gala is called Imagine. Why Imagine, Silvia?
Imagine being able to experience joy, happiness. Imagine being able to experience things that you've never done before, like celebrating a birthday, like going to Disney World, like going to a football game. So we call it Imagine Gala because this is what it helps us to do, to be able to give to our children an imagination of what is out there.